What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another Epic 7 video. This is going to be multiple parts here, so those of you that are just looking for my recommendations on the tier list, that's what originally we were going to talk about, and I got it right here. Now, luckily, I recorded this live with both YouTube and Twitch chat, so make sure you guys stop by, especially if you guys want to talk more on individual choices. If you have more nuanced takes, you want to get my, more than just a quick video, because this is legit. You guys will see the pre-recorded thing I got for y'all. It's like 3 minutes long, talking about, left to right, top to bottom. I don't explain every single unit. I just want a quick reference guide for those of you. I do talk about the buffs soon. I might talk about that a little more here as we lead into it. But before we get into that, I'll have timestamps if you want to jump ahead. I want to talk with this about this Headhunt event with y'all real fast. The main area of concern is this text right here. I missed this when I was covering the patch notes yesterday. And it's that it says, get a free summon after you proceed with an additional summon, okay? Now, if you weren't aware, all of our news, right, that gets translated to English is straight from Korea. So there's been many times in the past that there's been some translation errors. Something wasn't quite intended to be what it is. You know the drill. If you've been playing Epic 7 any longer than a year. This isn't new. But essentially, the way that it is written, I think it could be interpreted many ways. But the main one, I think, does sound like you might potentially get a second ML5, okay? So it sounds like once you get to the end here, and if you've never played or done this Headhunt event, you fill out the board, you do your dailies and weeklies to get points, you summon, or not summon, but you get these heroes onto your little stamp board, and then at the end, once you get to this second row, you get to choose one of them, right? With more points, you claim them. That's the Headhunt. It kind of sounds like they're referring here, you get a free summon after you proceed with an additional summon. It just kind of sounds like maybe once you get to the end, or maybe once you recruit one summon, you get one additional, okay? And this is further backed up. I did want to show you guys this official statement from the Epic 7 official Discord, where they're saying ML5 headhunting is coming back with 2 heroes ? Need patch notes to confirm. Stay tuned. We'll update when the event notes are released. Now, I did check if there's been any news with content creators talking to the official Smilegate Discord and stuff like that. So far, nothing, no news yet. They're saying here, guys, stay tuned. They'll update us. Keep your ear to the ground. I'm sure someone will find out what it is once Smilegate announces it. But even the official Epic 7 Discord is saying it sounds like, right? 2 heroes ? Now, I don't know why there's some miscommunication between, both parties of Smilegate here. But until we find out, right? Until they announce what it's meant to be, we don't know if it's 1 or 2. So don't get your hopes up too high. None of this is confirmed. But even the official Discord, official Smilegate, like the global crew, they're implying, right, that it does sound like there's 2 heroes. And I would say the same, just reading this as written. Where we got this part right here. But once again, it could be a translation, could be whatever, could be, not intended. But last thing before we lead into the tier list, which is pre-recorded, so you guys will see what I did live. I do want to make some quick disclaimers on that real fast. So make sure you guys do all your points. If it's 1 or 2 ML5s, it doesn't matter. Do all your stuff. It gets reduced. But still, since there's RNG, be diligent. Find out who you want. And that kind of leads me into here, the segue. Let's talk about this real fast before you watch the tier list section. Guys, the buffed soon portion, all of these units, especially Silverblade, Araminta, and Ruel of Light, are shaping up to be insane, okay? They're like Mortelix levels on, they're the winners of the buff patch. Until, though, we see how the meta evolves to combat these units, until we see what people really do with them, you want to wait to see how strong they are. Are they, better than the top tier that I have listed for y'all here? Are they maybe in the middle? Or maybe, Last Rider Crowd, maybe Techron. This is a cope, by the way. Maybe Techron gets up to the top, right? Until we get the balance patch, which is happening, probably by the time I record this, it'll be live. Until you get people to test how good these buffs are, you want to wait. Give yourself as much time if you don't have someone solid. Now, that being said, I think I'm going to rephrase it when you guys watch the recording. But any of these first 5 here up to Haste are very, very good. I just want to separate the Abyssal Euphine and Navy Captain Landy from the second row because I do think they are a slight edge above the rest. But enough yapping. I wanted to keep this short and sweet. So I'll take y'all straight into the tier list video. And those of you that jumped ahead, you'll be watching it already. And last thing, just stop by the any of my live streams if you want more information on who to pick. And as well as we need to find out if we're getting 1 or 2 ML5. Smilegate, please. Just pretend like it was always double ML5s. And I think that would be an amazing end of anniversary gift for all of us. All right? So watch that tier list, guys. Thank you so much. Stop by the YouTube. Welcome on in. Special tier list edition, just because I know there's probably already a bunch of tier lists out there, but I've been getting asked this question all day. So let's do it very quick and easy. No BS. Just pick left to right. So we order things left to right, at least in the top 2. Although really just in the first like maybe 10, 20 units. And then top to bottom, okay? Just take a look. And you don't even have to hear my explanations. Just pick top to bottom. You'll probably be just fine. Now, just a few quick disclaimers. We have a buff soon row. So these units, Silverblade, Araminta, and Ruel in particular, are shaping up to probably be potentially in this top tier. But until we can test them, we don't know for sure yet, right? The Last Rider Crowd, Tekron, Dilibet buffs will probably be somewhere in the middle here. But once again, no one will know for sure how good the buffs will be, all right? So unfortunately, we have to keep them separate. If you want to make some predictions or you want to wait, go ahead and wait for the testing on those. The bottom row not available, obviously. And before anyone gets upset, anyone gets offended, the avoid at all costs does not mean this row is bad. I play a lot of these units still in this row, okay? This one in particular. I'm just saying if you have to pick a unit and you want the most bang for your buck, the most power level, a lot of these units in the higher 2 tiers will give you more value, okay? So no one get mad. All these units, or most of these units, are still very viable, still very good. Don't get mad, okay? So, without further ado, no BS. Left to right. Death Dealer Ray, monster unit. Ambitious Tywin, monster unit. And that's why the DK Sharoon, Dragon King Sharoon, is still up here. Sea Phantom Politis, Zeo, Blood Moon Haste, all very good. I would actually rate these top 5. If you pick one of these, you'll be set. Abyssal Fiend and Candy could be moved down a row, but I think they're still good enough that if you really like them, I think they are still a slight edge above the rest. Now, that being said, units like Meteor to Koek and Conquer Lilius, Bellion, if you guys can see this row, Urban Shadow Shoe, Sage Vivian, still very, very, very strong. But I do think they are slightly below top row, okay? Lionheart, amazing right now. I just talked about Dragon King Sharoon. Solitaire is more just a counter pick, very strong. Lone Crescent Bologna, very, very good still. And then the rest, you've probably seen them. Still great units, okay? But the gap as you go farther down here gets closer to this row. We could even combine the two. I'm just trying to keep things neat and tidy, a little bit separate. But I think that's about it, okay? So, I just realized this video is only going to be 2 minutes long. Let me elaborate just one last time. Death Dealer Ray, Ambitious Tywin, Sea Phantom Politis, Zeo, Haste, cut it off right here. Insanely good. Abyssal Fiend and Candy still very good as well. But I think these top 5 very strong. Mediator Koek, very good right now just because Harsetti, a problem unit at the bottom. He has become the premier unit. And then units like Ilinov as well have pushed units like Laya out of the picture. So Koek is now the primo cleanser. Anything else we should discuss, guys? All right, I might add a little more later, but for now, YouTube, Jesus, this was a 3-minute video. If you have any extra questions, stop in on the live stream, and we can talk more in depth. Peace out, guys.